Hello, beautiful Hair Lounge community. My name's Angelina, and this is a Hair Lounge. I know times are crazy right now with the coronavirus running rampant through really all over the world. And some of us are forced to close down. Some of us have not been forced to close down, but we are limited on clients that we can see. And I know for all of you non-hairstylists out there who get their hair colored, you're stressed. You don't want everybody to know really what color your natural hair is, or you don't want people to know how much gray you have. So I'm going to give you a few at-home things you can do to help you through this difficult time. Stay tuned and we'll get right into it. So I will start this by saying this isn't something that you have to do during these times of the coronavirus. It can be times where you're a little low on cash, or say your hairstylist is on maternity leave, or you're just in a pinch and you can't get into your stylist's hectic busy schedule or your hectic busy schedule. These are a few things you can do at home to help prolong your hair coloring service. That way you're not looking a hot mess. So the first one I'm going to talk about are these awesome root concealers. This one is by Joico, and this one just happens to be in a light brown. But these are awesome tools to hide those pesky gray hairs. I like to say these are spray paint for your hair. It comes out in a tiny little nozzle on the end. That way you can get super close to those roots to conceal all that gray. It's also great for someone who has very fine or thinning hair and you still have that little tiny peach fuzz on the top. This will grab that hair and darken it or deepen it so it looks like you're not as thin. This is a great tool to use in between those hair coloring services, or if you can't get into your hairstylist. Another thing I want to talk to you about is doing your color at home. I never recommend anybody who has not been licensed or has not ever colored their hair before to use permanent color. Permanent color definitely alters your natural color and will lighten or darken your hair color, and it's very hard to correct. So if any of my clients are in a pinch and they cannot get into me, or say they're traveling and they need, kind of a quick just touch up in between, I always recommend using a DemiPermanent line. Paul Mitchell is one that has a DemiPermanent line. It's a little bit different than a semi-permanent line because it does last a tiny bit longer than semi-permanent. Normally semi-permanent, depending on how often you wash your hair, will only last you roughly 3-4 weeks. Maybe you can push 5 weeks out of it, but the DemiPermanent line does last longer, closer to your 6-week time frame. I like to explain it to my clients that it's a color that is not going to cover your gray, it's just going to blend it. So for example, if you're going to be putting on nylons on your skin, you can still see your skin color through those nylons. For example, permanent color, it alters your hair color type, or the way it looks on your hair, so it's either going to be darker or lighter than what you naturally have. So I like to steer my clients away from permanent color if they're going to be doing it to themselves. Permanent color is more like tights. So if you want, your tights to be black but your legs are white, or you want your tights to be pink and your legs are white, they look pink. So permanent color is going to actually change and alter your natural hair color. So that's something I do not recommend you doing to yourself if you can help it. So DemiPermanent is great for that. Just remember, it does not cover gray. So whenever you mix it, you want it to be as close to your level of hair that you have on your hair currently, not what your stylist puts on you, because majority of the time your hair color, your natural hair color, has faded some. So you want to be careful of choosing the correct color. This is also something that people use for toning hair. So it's something that you can do on yourself and tone your blondes if your blondes are starting to look a little warm and you like more of the ashier look. I do have a toning video, so you can click this link right here and it'll take you to that video. Don't forget, if you're enjoying what you see right now, hit that red subscribe button. That way you're not going to miss out on any of my new videos. Now I want to talk about those ones that they don't use permanent color, or they don't use a color to go darker or to get rid of gray. They highlight their hair. So if you're brave enough you can get bleach and do just your part line. So for example, I'm not super grown out, but you can kind of see I'm a little bit darker on my part line. I would suggest you can put a few foils in on your part line, doing it this way and this way. And I would just honestly do 2 on one side and 2 on the other side, just to hold you over so you don't have those really nasty roots showing through while you're waiting to get into your hairstylist after this crazy coronavirus pandemic. Then you can get back in and she can do a full thing. I do also have a how to highlight your own hair at home if you want to watch that video. That way you have a little bit more of an idea of how to do it. Click this link right here and it'll take you to that video. I hope you guys like this video. If you have any questions whatsoever and need help deciding what color or what level you need to use on your hair, leave a comment down below and send me a picture and I will help you try to decide what is the best hair choice or color for that DemiPermanent line for your own hair while you're getting through this. I hope you guys come back next time and we will see you then. Bye-bye.